So the market forever, like since Betts and Machado got hurt, which is about 3.5 weeks ago, the market has been frozen on Paul Goldschmidt holding like 50% of the win probability, basically. And that's fine when Betts and Machado like originally get hurt. Like that's a good call, you know, like that's probably he's going to win a lot when those two players get hurt, except like he's fine, like he's continued to hit ish. He hasn't really hit for power as much necessarily, but he hasn't like run away. And now both those guys are back. Betts, I think, is less concerning because he and Freeman and Turner are all awesome, and I don't think any of them are going to win. But like Machado's just back now and homered the other night. And now, like, you bring in all these other guys. I feel like Goldschmidt isn't actually necessarily as far ahead as people might think that he is. Like, just he's going to be a 0 on defense, so his WAR is never going to kind of run away and hide versus these other players. He like has to hit this well in order to maintain this lead, and it's like an unsustainable level of hitting that's like happening basically. So it opens the door for lots of really interesting outcomes. Machado winning is one of them. One of the Dodgers being better than the other two is another. Although I don't even know who you would pick between the three right now. Betts, Turner, and Freeman are all priced about the same. They're all awesome. They're all top 8 players in the National League. But then kind of behind them, Pete Alonso, I still don't understand why his price is what it is. I would rather bet Austin Riley 100 times out of 100 than bet Pete Alonso. I'd rather bet Dansby Swanson than bet Pete Alonso.
We could bet Pete Alonso to win the home run derby and leave it at that coming up on Monday.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, we bet Pete Alonso to beat out Tony Gwynn for an MVP award 20 years ago. Like it's just I don't understand. But anyway, a couple players who are interesting are these two Braves players, and Riley specifically, guy finished top 10 for MVP last year. If you look at like the key predictive stats, which are obviously WAR and then offensive runs above replacement, which is the most predictive stat of who wins, Riley and Swanson are like in the top 5. They're very close to Machado. Like everyone's kind of in the mix here, but it's not priced like everyone's in the mix. And just there's 80 games left. Like there's 8, I mean, for some teams, there's 80, for some there's like 77, but there's a whole half of a season left to go
basically here. Like right past the halfway point.